So right now I'm scrolling through who is going to be on the ballot. So it's not just the president, it's going to be the Senate, the House of Representatives, and a few of the other different parties that you're actually going to see on the ballot. I'll be talking about a few of them. Well, I'll actually only be talking about the ones that I personally am looking forward to voting for. My name is Taahira, and I am not a politician or anything like that. I'm just someone that saw George Floyd's video and was disgusted and outraged by not only George Floyd, but all the crimes that are going on with police brutality and inequality with African Americans. I'm just sick of it. I'm over it. And I want to take my platform to be the change that I want to see in the world. I don't want to be the person that sits at home and says, oh, this is so horrible. Oh, we don't want to see. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that argues on Facebook. I mean, these people on Facebook go hard arguing with Trump's. I don't want to be that person. I want to educate my people, give them resources that they may need, and show them that you can take your platform and make it something so positive. Like, I am so happy with the response that I've been getting from people that want to use their resources, that want to spread the word, and by the people that are already registered to vote. They need to stop saying that young people are out here voting, because out of the people that I have spoken with, y'all are registered. And if you're not registered to vote, you're willing to spread the word. So that's all I'm asking for. If you have one follower and you send them resources on how to vote, if they send their friends resources on how to vote, I mean, come on. Most of y'all most of y'all are Forex traders, so you know the power in numbers. A lot of y'all are party promoters and bottle girls and hookah girls, so y'all know the power in numbers. Y'all know the power of your posts. So if you take your page, even if you don't say much, even if you just get one more person that wasn't gonna vote or that didn't know how to vote or didn't know where to start, even if you take that one person, you've already been a part of the movement. You've already made that change in the world. So that's what I want to do. I just want to take my platform that I have and educate people in mass quantities. So if you guys have gotten a message from me, please repost it. Please send it out to as many people as you can, because it's important that we vote. It's important that this absolutely does not happen. Okay, so a lot of people are asking me, who am I even voting for? So let's just go over the different candidates for the different areas. I'm gonna focus on Atlanta and where I live at, which is Gwinnett, because that's mainly a good amount of where my followers are based at. So let's get right into it. So for the presidential election, I'm going to be voting for Joe Biden because he was Obama's right-hand man, and I felt like Obama was one of my favorite presidents. So he will attribute the same values that Obama had. So Joe Biden, that's going to be my presidential vote. Next on the list, we have who the Congress and the Senate is going to be. So for the Senate, I'm looking at Ms. Maya Dillard Smith. Not only has she been a civil rights lawyer, but to me, she's the most qualified candidate because she's actually doing things and accomplishing them. So she's worked out there in the field where she's gotten rights passed for people. So let's go over some of the things that she's done. She has successfully expanded Medicare, which I think is really important. She's also successfully prevented gun violence from happening and also successfully reformed social justice. So those are just a few things on the list for her that she's actually been out there and done that. So yes, girl, she graduated from Harvard University. Harvard. Okay. And she is a beautiful Black woman. Next on the list is Mr. Markeith DeJesus. Now, I really like him because I know a lot of people that are felons, unfortunately, and that have fallen victim to the law. Some people have made mistakes in their lifetime, and I think it's important that you're still able to vote even if you have made a mistake in your life. So he stands for that. So what he's doing is he is actually bridging pay gaps for women and minorities. He has a poll on his website, which I haven't seen on a lot of people's websites. So when you click on it, you can actually click, what are you interested in, or what's really important to you? Is it education? Is it transportation? Is it the environment? So he has a poll on that, so he can actually make changes to what people are actually voting for. And he also really stands for felons having the right to vote, whether you're on parole or not. So I think that's really important, because just because you made a mistake in your lifetime, that does not mean that you should not have the right to voice your opinion, get out there and vote. So Miss Nikita Hemingway, she is actually going to be running for the House of Representatives in Zone 104. So if you're in that zone, which is the Gwinnett County area, then I would, without a doubt, vote for this woman right here. OMG, Miss Nikita Hemingway. She is out there. She's out there in the field protesting for equality for everyone. She's actually protesting. So I feel like that right there speaks volumes to people that are running for candidacy. Like, how am I going to vote for you if you're sitting at home on Facebook or on doing whatever you're doing? If you're sitting back at home, I can't say that you've got my vote. I want to see people that are out there, that care, that are passionate about this. That's how you're going to win my vote. Your passion towards your community. If you don't show that, then you don't have my vote. Next is the Supreme Court. I'm not wowed at all by the candidates there. So we have Miss Sarah Warren by the book. So is Mr. Hal Moraz. So they enforce laws as written, but if these laws are oppressing people, then do you really want someone in office that is going directly by the book? So we've got Sarah Warren. She's a young Caucasian woman, not wowed by anything that she's posted on her website. Yeah, the thing about her, the only thing I will say about her is she doesn't have enough information on the internet to really say, like, if I like her or not. Like, when you click on her website, she speaks of change, which I've seen a lot of candidates do. They're saying, oh, I want change. I want to change this. I want to change that. Change what? Like, in what way? What do you mean by that? I like the people that have specific ways that they want to change. So she doesn't provide that information there. Maybe deeper into the voting and everything like that, that may change, but I will keep you guys updated if I find any newer information on her. And then the guy, Hal Moraz, I would not pick him. He, just for the simple fact that his favorite book is the Bible. So, not that there's anything wrong with the Bible, but just being that Georgia is such a mixing pot of people. How can you input your religion into something? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you should, like, you don't bring religion into the workplace. If that makes sense to you, you know, if you want a Christian Supreme Court person, then by all means vote for him. But I think I would want someone that doesn't necessarily bring their religion into it, because everyone in Georgia is not Christian. So that's just my take on it. So I really like Mr. Sigan Adeyina. I hope I'm saying his name right, but I really like to see people that can captivate you within 30 seconds. So most of the people that I'm voting for, their page embodies that. So they're getting straight into what they embody, what they show. So I like his page because not only is he African American, so let's go over some of the things that he stands for. He would like to improve digital learning. He wants to address educational inequality, which is so important in schools. He wants to stop bias discrimination in schools, and he also wants every child to succeed. So overall, I really liked his page. I liked what he stands for and what he embodied as a person. Okay, so someone I'm really excited about seeing in the candidacy is Mr. Barrington Martin. So Oh my gosh. He stands for pretty much everything that I believe in. He wants to legalize weed. Okay, that's numero uno. Well, no, that's like fifth on the list of things that we need to change. But it's important to me that we legalize weed in Georgia. Like, I'm tired of, I won't even get into it, but yes, yes. He is a African American Democrat and he is young. So I'm excited to see what changes and what he can bring to the table for African American people. Okay. So first, I just want to say thank you to all the people that are out there protesting, using their voice, registering to vote, and also educating others as well as themselves on what exactly is going on in the world right now. And if you don't think that protests work, then check out just what has happened so far. So let's just go over that. On Monday, when I went to go vote, Keisha Lance Bottoms was talking about how the coronavirus is going to be spreading and affecting all the people that are voting and that we need to stay in the house. And on Friday, she has actually been out there with the protesters, asking them what is the change that they want to see, what are they asking for, and just actually being out in the crowd. So I think that just speaks volumes to what's going on, because the whole entire point of a protest is not to just be out there screaming and yelling, but to actually prove a point and get these politicians that are in office to see the injustice that's going on. So shout out to Keisha Lance Bottoms. I'm so happy she was out there in Atlanta helping and getting a better understanding of exactly what